Keep that little whine ass baby off of Instagram.
And the sad part is, by not showing your baby face, you making me hate your baby. And I honestly think everybody who do that, everybody who does that, I just don't like their kids. And I have no reason. I just don't. I'm like, stop showing me this fucking emoji face.
You just making me hate the baby.
Yeah, you making me hate the baby off no interaction. Like, and I could have loved the baby if you showed me their face, but I can't now.
We knock a cop out. Parking anywhere, fucking ticket. Ayo, boo, 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 boo.
That's why they ran that shit up when he had it.
Yeah, it was smart.
He just kept pumping out music.
But they like kind of like ASAP, like the ASAP Squad.
Mm-hmm.
They just got their cult following. They could do enough to make money.
I fuck with him.
Yeah. If anybody could, Benny could blow.
Yeah, Benny more mainstream.
Benny could go mainstream and make enough mainstream hits.
They never gonna have that like Billboard top 10. I don't think they win it either. So you are now tuned into another episode of the DIPP Dads in Progress podcast. I go by the name of Ski, aka Filipino Grigio, aka Mr. Cozywear. Here with both of my co-hosts and 2/3 of the podcast. I got my man Sport, playing all fields and all courts, aka Hefe Horn, Chapel with the cheeks, Don at the behind, Chaplin at the back end. Also got my man Hev Hefner, aka Humbly Hev, aka Canary Hev, aka Hack Hev, aka Mr. Hev, aka the 41-year-old phenom, Hev Nowitzki.
Whiskey.
The guy.
Don't forget about the Uber bros.
Yeah, the Uber bros.
Bros is in the
heavy.
building.
There you go. And don't forget we got DJ Sick on the 1 and 2.
Sick.
DJ Sick.
What the fuck?
Fuck them all. That's how it would be.
This is episode 50 of the Dip.
It's a milestone episode.
It's a milestone.
Oh shit, we hit
episode.
50.
Definitely just brushing over it. Like
5-0, nah, man.
Milestone episode.
Where the champagne and shit at, man? Where y'all 50, man. Non-stop.
50 to boop.
I'm sorry, I thought it was the dip. Dip set, what?
Yeah.
We did 50 in a year. That's not bad.
Nah, ain't bad at all.
It's 52 weeks.
Damn.
52 weeks in a year. We get y'all 50 episodes in a year. That's not bad. That's no days off.
That's no days off.
And about fucking like 20 guests in the 50 episode. Not 20 guests. I'm hyping it.
It might be like 15.
15 guests in the
Like
50 episode. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
We only slowed down the guests because they was complaining we wasn't talking enough. People like, I want to hear y'all.
Yeah. Like I feel like talking all the time.
We gave them.
Anxiety was getting too high with the guests.
We gave them back to back. Just us.
We did get y'all like a month of episodes of just us, right?
Yeah, we did. That a month.
Yeah.
And we bringing our guests back, man.
Guests back for the summer.
Yeah. What's that? Guess what?
Guess
Umber.
Goon. Goon. Goon's out lurking. The goon.
All right,
Goon's out. Yeah, Goon coming
fuck
back.
y'all up and Goon, yeah.
Goon coming back. This is definitely Goon month.
Baby Gula.
Yeah.
Hey, Gula.
I'm not Gula.
August, you know what I mean?
Gula. August.
Yeah, out of pocket.
Definitely forgot about that. Yeah. So what's on tap today? What we doing?
So there was a viral video that's been circulating around.
Thank you for giving us content with these fake videos. We definitely
We love
appreciate
it. Yeah, we absolutely love it.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, you definitely provide us a talking point. We get a talking point with these hypothetical situations. Yeah.
Situations.
Oh.
Hey.
That was off that bum last episode, bro. He was wild.
Excuse me.
I thought you were gonna keep going.
It's on that
Oh,
Bumble.
what is
I was
it?
gonna hype
What
that
is it
shit
again?
up.
Bumble.
So you go to bumble.com right now, right? You go to bumble.com. No, serious. No, real talk, right? Bring it in real talk right now. You go to bumble.com right now. You go down to the promo page, right? You put in DIPP. 10.
Let us know what happened.
If it work,
If they hooking y'all up, let us know.
work, we need to check.
Yeah.
That's out. We ain't telling you to do it.
I'm not telling you. I'm not
I ain't saying
guaranteeing.
it's gonna work.
I'm telling you,
bro.
put the
Try.
code in. I'm not telling you it's gonna go through. It's a difference.
Put the code in and then hit us on the hotline 781-DIPP-DIP. Let us know what happened.
All right, here we go.
My homeboy got mad at me. Now he ain't talking to me because we in the club and he trying to talk to these women, but he married. And I told him, hey, bro, you need to cut that out. He talking, man, why you hating, bro? Well, I ain't hating. I ain't tell you to walk down that aisle. I ain't tell you introduce me to this woman and you go get that ring on your finger. Got me out on this wedding, spending all this money to come to y'all wedding to watch you come in this club and cheat and mess it all up. That's my money I spent on your wedding. I spent my money on your wedding. And I spent a lot of it too. We all in Vegas and all of that, all these casinos, and I'm spending all of my money. Nah, y'all stand together. You the one introduced me to this lady. Got me calling her sis all the time and all that. I'm not finna be lying in this woman's face. Boy, you better go get you a drink. I pay for it. Get you a drink and sit down somewhere, bro, because you ain't finna, nah, I spent too much money on y'all wedding.
Go ahead.
Why are we recording this? So let's just say it really happened, right? Let's just say it really happened. He not out here trying to simp, right? Why are you recording this? Yeah, like she won't be able to see this if this really happens.
Oh shit!
But
yeah,
let's say if it really happened, like she'll be able to see this, right?
I ain't think of that.
So just say you want to fuck your man wife.
Latrell, you was doing that.
just say that, just say that. Like you call yourself trying to be a true friend.
He came off a little feminine to me though.
I mean, he eating that chicken like
He was
was slurping that damn pasta last week.
Spaghetti, man. I love me some spaghetti, man.
I just think it's not your place. What anybody do with in a relationship, it's just not your place. Point blank, period. Like it's never nobody else outside of somebody's relationship to concern themselves with somebody's relationship. Like if in all situations with anything that happens, it's just not your place to tell somebody what they supposed to do. Regardless if you feel like it's right or wrong, it's not your place. That's just like my bottom line on it. It's like if I see my homeboy doing something, like it ain't your place to tell them what they can. You can advise people with things, and even then you pull somebody to the side. Like yo,
I was about to say, like as big homie, then you pull him to the side.
I mean,
and tell
I'll
him,
pull you to the side. Like yo, bro, you
wilding.
drawing on yourself. You wilding on. Maybe you had too much to drink. Especially if I feel like you're not in the right state of mind. I definitely yo, you chilling like. But outside of that, it's like it's not your place, bro. And
never in any place, wherever is it, where you is nowhere that it's right to make a video, like Ski said, talking about it, because eventually it's gonna get back to the lady.
What I don't like though is go ahead.
I think people secretly do that, like you said, just for it to get back to the lady. Like you'll run go tell somebody else, and knowing damn well they gonna go tell the shorty. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut that shit out, man. That's female shit.
Friends saying like, yo, he was really mad.
He was trying to talk.
It is a thing. I understand with the whole wedding thing. That's a lot of not that like telling, but it don't bother y'all if you go to somebody's wedding and spend all that money like being in their wedding and they don't stay together.
No, that's not my life. It's your life.
I wasted my fucking time.
You would?
If I had to use vacation days and all that.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm only mad if it's not open bar.
Not bad.
If it's open bar, I got my
If it's
money
cash
for it.
bar, I might be a little peeved.
Yeah.
I know motherfuckers that shit was fucked up before the wedding, and you knew it was gonna be fucked up after the wedding, and still went to the motherfucker.
But y'all owe me like 4 years together before y'all even break up. If I'm not, I'm just like I'm mad. I'm not if I attend the wedding. If I'm in the wedding, it's a difference
if you
between
in it?
going to somebody's wedding and being in the wedding.
Yeah.
When you in the wedding, there's a lot of shit. You got rehearsal dinners and all that stuff like that, taking days off, and to turn around and people just be breaking up in less than a year.
So in that case, is you checking him?
Fuck no, I ain't checking. You still gonna do what he want.
We grown.
Yeah, we grown.
I'm not babysitting no grown adults.
Ladies,
Go ahead.
as three men on this table right here watching that video, that's not what's happening in real life. Us niggas ain't. Yo, you drawn like da-da-da. No, go ahead. Well, we don't even see that over
I'm
there.
for sure not recording the video.
And I'm for sure not recording.
But I think it's another like side of the coin where it's like women be thinking that when they men get around their friends, they do shit like that. And
Like-
it's because they're around their friends. Like if your dude go around his friend and wants to cheat, he wants to cheat. It don't got nothing to do with the friends he with. Yeah, because his friend could be doing coke. He not gonna do that. You know what I mean? If his friend doing some stuff that he don't like, he not gonna do that. So don't try to say that people influence him.
Right.
A lot of times, yeah, of course he ain't cheating when he with you because he with you.
Ain't nobody like,
Yeah.
oh, I ain't out here going, I'm with sport now, I can fuck bitches.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
That wasn't why I would know.
But the frame of mind, like they correlate that, when he with his friends, he cheat. No, he's cheating because he's not with you.
Yeah.
Now, when he's not with you, he's probably with his friends. But if he's not with you and he at the gym or something like that or doing something else, he's cheating then too. It's not just a influence of like,
Or at work
his friends make him cheat.
I had a
Your friends don't make you cheat. Anything you do by yourself.
yeah.
my cousin, his girl used to hate us, bro, because she
I
thought
don't like that shit.
every time he was with us, he was doing something dirty, and that was mainly because he was using our name. Like he wasn't with us.
But that's him lying though.
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
it'd
I
be
don't
like
got nothing to do with that.
It's like, no, I was out with Hev the whole time. Hev sleep, Hev somewhere else, and you know what I'm saying. So she like, no, that nigga.
So how you
Hev
feel
doing
about that
that.
though? Like your homies using your name for stuff like that. If it make you the bad guy to they lady and stuff like that.
I mean, I don't mind my loyalty to my guys, not to them. You know
Don't
what I'm
bring me
saying?
around them though.
And don't bring me around. Yeah, don't have me around them all
If
in
you want to
face.
badmouth me and make me out the reason why you running the streets and all that, then let's just keep us from away from each other. Like, like we
Don't have me calling
Don't
her
give me a reason to
cuz
lie.
and
Like,
auntie and all that when you know what I mean.
She's spitting in my plate at the barbecue.
Oh damn well she ain't like me for some shit I ain't even do.
Yeah,
but it
that is
happened.
true. You gotta be like,
She throwing out the Tonka truck that I got you.
that is the truth. Sometimes, and dudes won't tell you that though. Like they'll be using your name, dragging your name in the mud. Yeah, I ain't want to go out. I've been wanted to come home, but I stayed out that late because Sport wanted to go out, and you know,
I had some sport.
Yeah,
You know he going through something.
Yeah, exactly. That's their favorite line. He going through something.
Going through
Yeah.
something. You know.
Yeah.
Then they be lying to you. I don't know why she don't like you,
and
bro.
that's what I'm saying. Tell me the truth. If you gonna use me and drag me through the mud, that's perfectly fine. But tell me like, yo, I've been telling her that you got me in these streets, and that's why she mad at you. Don't let me go to her like, sis, what's up? And she
exactly.
like, no, you fucking up my house. Like,
Y'all ever been to No Face No Trace?
I haven't. I don't think I have.
I think I did once.
I was in close friends though. It's like the same thing.
Just for context purposes, no face, no trace is when somebody puts the emoji face over you when they take a picture and put it on IG.
They do it to men and babies.
The baby shit is outrageous.
Watch them kids.
What is the point of that? Like, you want to post them, but you don't want to post them.
What you think I'm gonna take that baby identity or something like?
Well, if we stay on the spouse thing first, I think it should be an expiration to it. Like, if you don't want a person to know that you talking to somebody or y'all might be just dating, but once you start getting serious and you engage with a person and you married and you still putting an emoji over their face,
That's
who the
weird.
fuck is you hiding from? Because you told the world that you want to be with them for the rest of your life.
Just don't have social media for that purpose.
I think it's
exactly.
Just don't have social media.
I think it's an insecurity. They don't want a motherfucker to be like, oh, I know that nigga. Oh, I'm fucking that nigga too. Like,
All right, but if you want to be private all the way. Like I don't like half privacy.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I think it's corny.
But not even that though. Like, you don't want other people to know that you fucking somebody that they already fucked, but you know that you already fucked. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know that you fucking with somebody that used to fuck with these girls or whatever like that.
You put up
and you okay with it, but you want to put it off to the world that you're not okay.
You
with.
cool not hiding the forearm tattoo and the neck tattoos and everything else, but you gonna hide the face.
Or if it was I don't want nobody to tell me that they fucking with him now. Then you should want somebody to tell them that they fucking with your man so you can leave him or whatever, like case may be.
What if it's the niggas telling them to do it though? Like, babe, I ain't really into that IG shit. You could post me, but just put something on my face.
I mean, that's possible.
Could be that
I don't
too.
think that's what it is. I've never I'm a private person. I've never told somebody, yo,
You never said that?
Listen, like when you post this picture, make sure you put the devil emoji on. Put the little the purple emoji with the horns, with the mad face though, not the happy one, the mad one.
Over me.
It could be. That nigga know he doing dirt.
I'm on DT.
He doing dirt, but he want to show you at the same time, like, I fuck with you heavy enough for
I
you to
do
put me
think-
on the green.
I do think
Just
that
hide my face.
Like, if we just dating.
I got ops on Instagram.
If we just dating, that is true. But if we just dating, you shouldn't post me. Cause we out, we eating. Like this shit might not go past this occasion. So I understand that, but you shouldn't do that either.
Then you look like the broad that got a different nigga every fucking other month.
But I just don't like people like you in a serious relationship and you've been with this emoji face for 2 years now. Like you've been with this shiny devil face for 2 years now. Like let somebody know. Like nobody trying to steal them from you. Now the baby shit.
Ooh boy.
Baby shit.
You going out sad.
Just don't post the baby.
Y'all be going out sad.
What y'all thought?
It's never that important to post the baby where you gotta put the movie face over.
You thought you was Angelina Jolie or something? You thought you was Beyonce? We was gonna pay you for like
Y'all is
Time
not.
magazine. But y'all thought y'all was making Time magazine with them photos?
Y'all is
the
not
world was
celebrity
dying.
babies.
Dying to see that baby.
World
face.
dying to see your baby.
We is not trying to see Lil June, but
I'm gonna be
don't
honest.
care
with
that
you.
much
Nobody gives a fuck what your baby looks like
at all.
at all.
Keep that little whiny ass baby off of Instagram.
And the sad part is, by not showing your baby face, you making me hate your baby. And I honestly think everybody who do that, everybody who does that, I just don't like their kids. And I have no reason. I just don't. I'm like, stop showing me this fucking emoji face.
You just making me hate the baby.
Yeah, you making me hate the baby off no interaction. Like, and I could have loved the baby if you showed me their face, but I can't now.
Full disclosure, the DIP love the kids, man. We love the kids.
But when I see people like that, I just be like, fuck, like, what you take the fucking baby off there?
Just take them off. Don't put them up there at all.
Don't put the baby up. Yeah.
You don't have to put the baby up there.
But like, what are we gonna do with this information though? You show the whole body anyway. You will show this baby butt ass naked in the tub with the little peach over their ass.
But I can understand once. I can understand once, like, oh, I have a baby, but I don't want to show them your baby. But you showing me your baby every chance you get, and you just got an emoji over.
Like we know you had one. We know. We saw the.
I think they be waiting for their looks to come in because they eventually drop the emoji.
I like to wait till it's a little more hair.
Yeah. After that, all that come in, then they drop the emojis.
And that's like no disrespect. I just don't care for fucking kids who cover their face. Like it's not that big of a deal as a child. If you don't want them on the internet, don't.
You think it's an ugly baby thing?
You said what?
You think it's an ugly baby thing? You do?
It could be possible that.
I don't think
nobody
no
think
babies is ugly.
Yeah,
I don't think no babies is ugly. No, I'm lying. I seen some ugly babies, but I wouldn't say it out loud. I guess I just said it out loud. Yeah. But I wouldn't say it out loud.
But what's the first thing that creep? What's the first thing that creep in your mind when they cover?
So
the face?
That
when
baby
you,
ugly.
When you
ugly, yeah.
when you see the baby, what do you say?
I don't say that.
Because you know the first reaction is, "Oh, he's so cute." Like
you just say, "Oh,
a baby."
Oh, that's your
I say that
baby.
about all babies, though. I think all babies cute. Babies just be.
Man,
like
I
old.
seen
Some of them look old.
I seen babies that was like, damn. No, real shit though. I seen babies that was like, damn, bro, like that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
What happened?
That's crazy. Y'all ain't never see that baby that be on. I don't know if they made that or Photoshop, but the baby that be on Instagram,
His face balled up.
what they, they be like, Mom, look at what's their baby. Yeah. I don't know if that's Photoshop, but that's an ugly ass baby. Your baby like that, keep that emoji on that baby. Real shit. But nah, I don't think it's no ugly babies.
Before we go any further, though, episode 50 is powered by St. Paul brand.
Oh, St. Paul brand. I also got one of the tees on right now. This is the Kobe and Gianna shirt. This is limited edition though, so I got this a little early. You can't get this right now. But St. Paul brand, they have a small business, bunch of graphic tees. Get the the playoffs is going on right now. You can get the Devin Booker or Jason Tatum or the LeBron, or, you know what I mean? Like
some other
I think they got an Embiid one. They got
Well, I get the losers.
also some
I get the losers.
Get a rapper.
Get a rapper. Yeah, they also got the Mac Miller tees. They got a bunch of stuff. Pick your selection.
Head over to what? St. Paul brand.
StPaulbrand.com. Put whatever you want into the cart. Use the promo code. What's the promo code?
DIPP10.
Yeah, DIPP10.
DIPP10.
And we sure that's gonna work there.
That's definitely
Run.
For sure.
For sure.
Do y'all got close friends? Before we get off of that.
Like us?
Yeah, do you have like a close friend? Because I went on vacation.
Like you're my close friend? Like that?
No, I went on vacation and some girl was like, make sure you put me in your close friends. I'm like, The fuck I'm doing in the close friends? Like,
Nah, I mean, I've never used it. I guess I got it. Like I hit it one time by mistake.
but do you gotta make it though? We all
you gotta make it?
You gotta make it.
You gotta cater the list.
No. I might have did it before.
I got one.
I can tell he said, "Yo, no, this
Ski,
how
you
you
got
do
one?
it. This how you do it."
I mean, sick. You got one?
Sick in the close friends.
Yeah, I'm sick of the close friends.
What you post in your close friends?
I don't post selfies on and shit like that on my general one. Cause like, why? I know who my audience is.
Oh, so you send them to?
Yeah, I send them close friends.
Selfies.
Yeah, like selfies and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Pictures of me.
Like face or?
Oh, you mean
I
that?
ain't know you sending a pistol in there.
No.
Hey yo.
That's for
you
Vantage.
send all your hardware.
That's for Snapchat. Snapchat and Vantage mode. No, that's not.
I ain't know if you was sending all your. Yeah, I mean,
I'm DM advantage mode. I do that shit a lot.
I just want y'all to see I look good today. Yeah, I never. Somebody was like, I just associate with like close friends with like chicks doing shit. They when, they go on vacation, shake their ass and all that shit. Everybody see what they want. Some people
see it.
So ain't like I never thought like I'm gonna go on vacation to do something wild, and it's like I don't know. What would a guy put on there like when you go on vacation? So
I got kicked out of a lot of close friends for no apparent reason, bro.
yeah, I got kicked out some too.
No reason at all.
You can make one vacation. I never make two vacations.
Got kicked out of. Like I never even looked at the fucking pictures and got kicked out of some of them. Like
Y'all ain't pay that trial fee. That was a free trial. You got to pay for the second go around.
And then that be the thing too. Regular bros charge it to be your close friends.
Yeah, $5.
Just start an OnlyFans for all that. Like, come on.
That's crazy to me.
You a hooker. I know a
That
hooker
is
when
crazy.
I see one. If you charging to be in somebody's close friends, you a hooker. I know a sex worker when I see one.
Bottom line.
We love sex workers.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever.
I'm not saying that I dislike them. I'm just saying I know one.
You know
when I
what?
see
Yeah,
them. Yeah, I'm very aware of when I see a worker of sex.
The worker of the sexual, of the sexual nature.
Yeah, exactly.
The sexual nature.
Exactly.
The sexual kind.
But before we get back to something more wholesome, right?
But we don't have anything more wholesome. There's nothing wholesome about what we're talking about today.
Just keep it raunchy. Just keep it real. Keep it real raunchy today. Fuck it.
If you met your woman, y'all got kids out of a previous relationship, and y'all get married, should or should not those kids refer to you as dad once you marry them? If they not your biological kids, they're like your stepkids, so they call you dad, and vice versa?
No, I don't believe so. I believe you continue to call me what you already been calling me when I first came.
I don't think you should call me that.
Keep it comfortable. You've been calling me Mr. Have or whatever. Keep it that way. Like when I was married, her children didn't call me that.
Oh, word.
They called me Mr. Wine.
Mr. Wine.
Yeah, that's cool. That's respectful enough.
Or even Wine, because I ain't like the Mr. I felt old. Yeah.
I don't be feeling that Mr. shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt a little old.
That's like putting you in the grave.
I felt old.
What happened what was your reaction when you got your first mister?
I felt old as shit. Like, yo, don't call me that. I'm only 30.
Who, me?
I ain't no mister.
Yeah, I don't like that shit at all.
When I got my first onk, that shit killed me. Yo, chill, onk.
Yeah, you told me that shit too.
Onk.
I was like, who the fuck?
I ain't get an onk yet.
You ain't get an onk
I
yet?
was like, these kids getting too young, man, because they call me onk. I ain't no fucking onk.
They
Don't
call
nobody
me.
say old head like that no more, so I don't know.
I take
I
an
remember old head. The onk.
Onk like you beat down. Like,
They hit me with the onk. They won't let me get them cigarettes to the store. Yo, you think you get them for me? I'm not getting you no fucking cigarettes. You can get out my face.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, onk. Who the fuck is onk?
Yeah, onk got them J's on. Yo, I was like, yo, who the fuck y'all talking to?
Yo, who the fuck is onk, yo?
Yeah, but I think to get back where we was at, though, I think you should never try to replace nobody.
Yeah, and then you got your own father.
Everybody got a father, everybody got a mother. So
That's a special title. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's a really special title. If I'm no longer in the picture, or they decide to call you that, that's on them. I guess.
That's what I was about to say. Like,
I might still feel some type of way about it. If they make the decision to call you that, you must be somebody special in their life, whatever. Like, but I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Your kids don't be knowing what's like. Your kids don't even know. Like somebody can buy their affection. Like you literally can buy somebody affection. And kids, if your kid's a materialistic kid, you can buy a way into them calling you dad and stuff like that. Like I think that's for a mother to be like, no, that's not your dad.
Facts, yeah.
Like now, my lady, her daughter, she don't call me by my name. She got like a nickname for me. Like I remember that, like a little nickname. Yeah. She called me about.
But I think we got to worry about like once you start giving out titles like that and printing on kids, and then if you're not gonna be around,
not gonna last. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, it's not good.
Especially for a kid that never had a father in the first place.
Yeah, and then they
so
call
that you
dad,
come in and then you there for a little bit, you a dad, and then you leave. I know that shit hurt.
Yeah,
that's be a rough. Yeah, that's a rough thing.
So I think that's another thing too. Like your dad is your dad. You can have a special name for somebody else. So Pop or whatever like that, whatever you call him, but your dad is your dad. You shouldn't try to replace that because the person made you. But do you want to get to the voicemail or text message we got?
Yeah, this week wasn't a voicemail. It was
Yeah, so the voicemail line do give you an option to leave a text. Sometimes people don't like how they sound on the voice or whatever like that.
And again, if you've been living under a rock or you just ain't been paying attention to us, that number is 781 DIPP-DIP 781 DIPP-DIP.
All right, this voicemail was sent by anonymous, and you can always leave yourself anonymous too. So, it says, I snapped at my daughter last night because I found out she was talking to 21-year-olds and sending nudes and shit to people she met on TikTok, which my wife let her have, and I didn't want her to have it. In the midst of snapping, I gripped her up. Don't you know I wake up this morning to the cops at my door and DHS coming later. In the middle of me snapping on her, my wife kept trying to stop me. Like, bro, I never hit my kids a day in their life. Or my wife for that matter. Now I'm telling my wife, like, what the fuck are you doing? If you're gonna stop me from snapping, it should be to sub in for me and you start snapping on me. But nah, she stood quiet while I was snapping on my daughter. Then she has the nerve to tell me if it's the kids or you, I'm choosing the kids every time.
That's a lot.
That's a lot to
unpack.
To unpack, yeah. So let's break it down because the culmination of it is, I think, would be a lot to even unload.
I think it's 3 different layers.
Yeah, it is. So let's start off with the daughter sending the nudes on TikTok and talking to older.
Did they person leave? How old the daughter was?
The daughter is 16, and the person they were sending the news to was 21.
I mean, I'm learning this with my kids as young as they are, that you have to go through their phones, like that, like thing of privacy and stuff like that. Like you kind of gotta evade it a little bit just to know what's going on, because those phones are like a world of their own. And that's a whole world. So the person you might know and come home to you every day is one person. But just like we always talk about how people portray a different image on the internet, you don't know what image your kids are putting off on the internet.
I mean, we did it.
Yeah, we did it
We
too.
were 16 once.
Yeah, you know but this scale of kid and accessibility to the internet is way worse than what we so
this shit's different.
Like it's a delicate thing that like you don't want to pry, but at the same time you need to know what's going on with your kids. So I think that's the thing. Like we do have to invade our kids' privacy, especially if they living under your roof, and you paying that phone bill. Like why you don't have some type of clue what's going on in there?
So say you do go to the phone and then you see that she's sending your daughter sending news. What's your reaction? Do you think your reaction would be?
That's a herpes.
I'm snapping.
Because one, you seeing like
snapping. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm snapping. Yeah, that's snap worthy. And
I mean, that's obviously that's the initial reaction. That's an understandable reaction.
That's a herpes.
And then
to find out, and this the second layer of the question is to find out that you and your wife not on the same page about the Instagram first, and then about the Instagram, and 2 about how you chastise her after this. Like, so that's the whole biggest. That's another layer to the question. Is like, it's like why do we not both think this is horrible?
But like the listener was saying, like if you don't like my reaction to how I how I reacted to the problem, sub in for me, so I can have a chance to calm down and reflect on how I need to approach this at this point.
Right.
Sub in for me, but you need to be on their ass too.
Yeah.
Don't come at me and make it seem like what I did was a lot worse than what she did at this point. If you want to check me after the fact.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, not during.
It's definitely a way for you to intervene, because I could be, Lord only knows, you could be blowing off the handle.
Right.
It's a way to intervene, but no.
Also show a united front.
Yeah, it's never should be a way that you intervene and shit looks like you defending her side. Like, no, she's totally wrong.
Yeah.
And we should both be on the same page with she's totally wrong.
You
now, I might be going to the extreme.
Too far,
but you should be a couple clicks lower than me with the same ferocity.
Yeah, you could definitely check me from going too far, but you still should be chastising at the same time, some type of way. I need you some type of energy from you. Yeah. I don't need you to make it seem like it's cool, because that's never a good situation.
But I mean, if you on 10, what are you on once you realize your wife not on the same shit?
25.
20, yeah, like what the fuck? Like is this like?
It's nothing worse than being told that you're wrong when you're already pissed off.
Yeah,
and not in the sense of like being wrong of like,
especially about something you're not wrong about.
And you're not wrong.
Like
you're
this
absolutely
is blatantly
right.
black and white.
Right.
There's no gray area in the situation. The daughter is totally wrong for her actions, and for everybody to be pointing the finger as if he's wrong.
You're absolutely right in all your anger, for sure. It's just, I don't know.
And then you boil down to the third layer. When you get to the end of it, it's like it's you and me.
The anonymous person didn't say who called the cops or who called DHS, but like who did? Was it my wife? Was it my kid?
Yeah. Yeah, how about that? I didn't even think about that part. Who
That's
called
her
it?
piece too. It's like, all this love I give to this, like, well, we can't just assume everything, but damn, like, I'm your father. Like, you call on me, like I'm just. If you haven't called on me previously about anything, then that's just an indication that evidently I ain't beating your ass. But if it got to this point, like, and that's serious. Once you call the cops on a person,
yeah, I mean it's a record. Yeah, and who's to say where it could have went?
And once DHS involved, it's a whole case, and they got to keep being on you until that case is over. They got to keep checking on you, keep this, that, and the third, until they find the case was invalid.
But the last layers to the question is it's like the you or me. It's like
if it's me or the kids, I'm gonna choose the kids every time.
I'm choosing my child over my spouse, and that's
a tough piece, because I would too, though, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
When your kid's wrong,
is that what she meant by that? Like, in this point right now,
about, like, this not the scenario.
I think it might just be as in a general sense. If it's between you and the kids,
I'm always picking the kids. I'm picking the kids over you.
I can't say that.
I mean,
not if they wrong like that, no. But
not even if they wrong. No. Something my dad has always told me, and he told me this blatantly. If it ever came to a point where, like, let's just say like we were on a boat and the boat was sinking, right, and you're drifting away and my wife is drifting away. He always said, I'm going after my wife because I should have prepared. It was my job as a father to prepare you in order to take care of yourself.
That's a good way of thinking it. I mean, that's a good way of saying it, but in the mix,
it's hard to do it.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I'm that strong.
I mean, if you look at it and like, it's like an iRobot scene. It's like the value of life. Like, what person, your child got your whole life ahead of them. Your wife lived her life. Like, if the shoe's on the other foot, would you want your wife to come get you or come get your child? Yeah. But like, this is like, I guess that's like an extreme, but this is the thing where, like, is your bond in marriage stronger than your bond as a parent? Because if you had to choose to kick your kid out the house or your wife out the house. I
think it also goes back to a previous episode where we talked about the unconditional love part. And I think marriage comes with conditions, and the love for your child is
that's the thing. That's the thing. So
like I said, it's hard.
I don't think there's no stronger bond than a father and their children. So, to me,
and when you speak of conditions, a lot of those conditions with marriage it's a lot of heartache, heartache that you probably never felt from your child. So it's not that easy to say that my union with my wife is stronger than my bond with my child. My child never did a thing to me.
Right.
And I created my child, and that's an unconditional love. Me and my wife might have had millions of problems, and we probably stayed together, but 9 times out of 10, we stayed together for our child.
Our child.
And you telling me to choose you over that child? That's not easy to do.
Well, but yeah, so yeah, I agree. But so let's just to scale back to the situation to say, if you grip my child up, or if you do something to my child that I dislike, or if I disagree with the way that you're,
she's right for intervening though, because I've done that, like intervening. Like if I go too far, you supposed to be right there.
Yeah, absolutely, you should intervene.
Yeah.
Intervene, but still admit that it was wrong. Like,
Yeah.
But it's not
You know
to
what I'm
intervene to like
like he said, to sub in for me.
yeah. You should be subbing in. I'm looking for a word, but it's like
some,
you shouldn't be like dismissing the behavior.
Right.
Like it's not like, oh, I'm defending
What I did
her.
was so much worse than what she did. Yeah, like
You shouldn't
Exactly.
be defending her. You should be like,
I can be wrong and she can be wrong, and the two can coexist in that moment.
yeah.
And you didn't make it seem that way.
You stopping me should be because you protecting me and you love me and you don't want me to go too far.
Right.
Not because you protecting our child who's totally wrong.
Or not even just me, but just the bond of the family.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can see you doing that, but like I said,
Yeah, you're right.
Both of them can coexist.
right.
Two people can be totally wrong in a situation and have totally different views, and one part
But
for the right reasons.
That boils down to like core values though. Like if your wife don't think nothing wrong with that, that's kind of like a reflection of like.
Well, to me,
what type time? Like, you know what I mean? That's what you got to kind of ask yourself.
to me, it sounds like she trying to be a friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's just me.
You gotta like, and parenting, you have to be on the same page with parenting, because if I think something wrong, then you should think it's wrong, or at least somewhere in agreements to it, or like we should be able to find a middle ground on our child.
Right.
It shouldn't be like, I don't want them on social media, and you like, oh, I don't mind, they gonna be on there.
That was another layer of it too, because
Yeah, it's like,
he didn't want her to have the TikTok, but she let her have the TikTok.
yeah. So it's like, what's the middle ground of like we can't just diminish.
At 16, would you? Not to cut you off,
I
but
mean,
16.
16 not bad, but I said that, like, that's why I said 16, you can't tell her she can't have. I mean, you can, but it's not.
If she decides to go behind my back and do it, that's what kids do.
Right.
Right. But for you to allow her to do so,
Right.
y'all both have done it behind my back at this point.
Yeah.
But it should be stipulations and agreements to it. If I agree to let my 16-year-old daughter have a TikTok and I'm totally against it, and her mom's for it, then
There needs to be a middle ground.
there got to be a middle ground. When I say, let me see that phone, I want to see that phone with them TikTok on it.
Right.
Like, you know, so it got to be some middle ground to make me feel
But
comfortable.
there can't be a middle ground if you hid it from me.
Yeah.
So
And you can't diminish like my worst in parenting. I can't sit in front of you and tell you that what this person doing as your parent don't mean shit. It only matters what I do.
If I said.
Especially when you marry and you in the same house. Like, it's a different dynamic when you in two different houses. Like, your rules here and your rules here are totally different.
Yeah.
But if we under the same house, we a union, it should be our rules. You should never make one parent feel like
the good cop and the bad cop.
the good cop and the bad cop. Like, so,
But like every day, not in like the situational term, but like
Yeah.
every day, like I'm the bad cop.
like I can't be able to tell my child, like, for example, like, you'll take out the trash and you go ask mom and mom say, oh, you don't have to take out the trash.
Yeah.
Vice versa. It could be dad on the other shoe. That could be baby and the child too.
Yeah. Right.
Well, it's a tough situation, and you know,
Yeah, that's a rough.
We
joint.
appreciate, but honestly, we appreciate you coming to us.
Yeah.
And that you felt like our input was that important to you.
but to close it out, my personal like advice, I would say just reevaluate the whole situation, because now it just makes me look at my wife. Now I have to reevaluate that relationship as well,
Yeah.
because this is telling. They're all telling. Like, I just think everything tell you like what you need to know about situations.
What happened? You'll
What happened,
find out
it'll
about
tell
people in
you.
the worst moments.
But the thing is with people is like, do you listen to what is telling you? Like, some people be in denial. So
Yeah.
if shit tell you things and it's maybe time for you to go, or maybe time for you to do things different, or maybe time for you to go to counseling and all that, but people will deny it and go back to living the same way. And all that stuff it just rears head again in another situation.
It's
So
definitely definitely a conversation that they all need to have.
Yeah,
And I feel like the 16-year-old old enough for y'all to sit down and have like a serious conversation, because
It might be time for family therapy, not just couples therapy, but family or both. Honestly, or both. But you know, I wish the best for y'all.
Absolutely. Thank you again. Thank you.
But I just want to take a moment and thank everybody. You know, 50 episodes in, the contribution everybody put in. You know, we tell y'all like, subscribe. We tell y'all people send us guests, people send us listeners. So it's just
Topics,
like all
all
the
that.
topics.
People send our page to different people.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like everybody contributed. Like you should feel just as much a part of us as us, and we've grown. Like I think it's nostalgic that we doing this episode at the table where we kind of started this shit at.
Oh yeah, real shit.
Yeah. So it's like we had our like tough episodes, and it's like I even feel like I'm in a better place than I was when we first started this. So that means a lot.
Yeah.
I remember when we first started, like the visual. I was like, man, these niggas doing this shit already. I thought it was just gonna be just gonna be an audio joint. They was like, no, we gonna do videos. Now I gotta change clothes all the time, man.
It's just a lot.
I wasn't ready, but 50 episodes or how many episodes later?
We met a lot
felt
of people.
good, man.
Like
Built a lot of
I talked to a lot of
friendships.
people now that I didn't know this time last year.
Yeah.
So
That's decent too.
and just the contribution, everybody who stepped on here, you know, even the people we met behind the scenes, like folks who came up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like from Sheila bringing Jazz up to Kev.
Cav bringing the gang.
Tia brought her dude. That was thorough. He was a good dude. Yeah, everybody. So
Yeah, man.
I'll be
Appreciate
remiss
you.
without saying thank you.
And remember, as long as you're in progress, you're not failing. It's a dip, man. We love y'all.
That boy doing his thing, bro. We out.